want to tell you that we've been praying for you for over 25 years. We've prayed for Morgan's future husband and the life that they, the two of you, would build, the Christ-centered marriage you would have, and for what we're experiencing today, your wedding day.
Thank you everyone for coming. We have a wonderful celebration here. A celebration of Morgan and Jerry to pledge their love before both family and God.
Morgan, as I stand before you, our loved ones, and the Lord, I can't help but think about our journey. As you know, our journey started 2,624 days ago with a simple introduction. And little did I know that day would forever change my life. Looking over the past 7 years, fate has always seemed to bring us back together, from camping trips to Christmas dance parties to casual run-ins at API. With each encounter, there was always the reminder that I was firmly stuck in the friend zone. But I couldn't help myself. Who would have thought one simple question would lead to a kiss that would put us where we are today? It has been 1,802 days since that kiss. 1,021 days since our first I love you, and 413 days since you said yes to me.
Staring at my soon-to-be groom and my best friend, I can't help but think how long I have prayed for you, long before I knew your name. Through those many years of prayers, I made it a point in 2018 and 2019 to pray for my future husband. The first thing I wrote down on December 6th, I prayed for confidence, ironically, more than me. On May 13th, 2019, I prayed, and I quote, as Gran said, a friendly marriage, because you must be friends first. I wrote down on a side page before Memorial Weekend 2019, men trust God by risking rejection, women trust God by waiting. Ladies, let the men be the hunters, but don't be afraid to snap some twigs. I feel like this was God's way of giving me some confidence to make some moves going into that Memorial Weekend. On May 28th, just for reference, our first kiss was on the 27th. On my prayer list, I wrote, Jerry, weird, but yeah, just Jerry.
Always remember that marriage is an institution and a sacrament. You are blessed that you have the examples from both of your families of how wonderful marriage can be. A very wise man once said, the key to a successful marriage is to remember to fall in love every day. What I wish for you most on your wedding day is that your life together as a team is one of complete happiness, full of moments you wish would never end. Always make sure God is present and continue to make each other laugh and smile the rest of your lives.
While growing up, there was a very set routine in the Fink household during school year. It started about 6:45 with a piggyback ride. From bed downstairs to the couch to the TV, turned on, set to one channel, ESPN. Jerry would watch ESPN while eating his breakfast, followed by putting his school uniform on, but only during commercials. Through playing sports, he learned commitment, sacrifice, and practice makes perfect. And as I watched, he was always supportive of his team, his teammates, regardless of win or loss. And those are the qualities he still carries today and will help build a strong relationship and an enduring marriage.
Morgan had big dreams of having a wedding that was a destination wedding. With the times, that changed. And we had a sequential wedding And the sequential wedding was absolutely beautiful. Heartfelt vows. And it was a great time for our two families to get to know each other, to have a special moment with just the intimate 22 of us. It was very, very special.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Morgan had a lot of guy friends through her life. Jerry was just in one of these groups of friends. And after both graduating from the University of Florida and moving to downtown Orlando, they found themselves in the same group of friends. But not ever wanting to change the group dynamics, Morgan kept everyone as a friend. These priorities would result in Jerry forming a good friendship, but also you sitting in the friend zone for a pretty good long while. But that all changed one day. There was one particular lengthy phone call that occurred, and that would be after Memorial Day weekend of 2019. Morgan asked at the very end of our 20-minute conversation, "Are you gonna ask me about my weekend?" She goes, "I kissed Jerry Fink. I think I like Jerry Fink." And I was like, wait, what? So I'm really glad she made me ask the question again, because for every moment since, the enthusiasm and joy that you shared with me that day on the phone has been with you every day since.
So Jerry and I met when we were freshmen in Florida. It's hard to believe now, but we actually weren't that close right away. I was a pretty typical, irresponsible 18-year-old guy. And Jerry, I think the best way to describe it was he signed up to be something called the risk manager of our fraternity. That is basically the one person that has to stay sober so that someone can drive Plumlee to the hospital when he falls and hits his head again. I remember thinking, what kind of idiot would sign up for that job? Well, fast forward a few years, and I realized that Jerry didn't do that because he doesn't like to have fun. He did it because he's the kind of friend that would rather his friends have fun and be safe than to think about himself. He's the kind of friend that'll call you just to see how you're doing, the kind of friend that'll be there when you're having a tough time. You couldn't have found a better match than Morgan. You know, you always hope that your friends will end up with someone that you get along with, but it's pretty special when they end up with someone that was already a friend to begin with.
You are an answer to prayers. Not only my prayers, but to many people in this room. And when I didn't think possible, you bring out an even more beautiful side of her.